Hi, Caroline. Hi, Randy. Hi, Noah. Guess what time it is? It's story time again, and I've already picked out a book for us to read today. So, the book that I'm going to read is called The Most Beautiful Song by Max Bolliger, and I think you might remember that we've read this before at the house, but since we can't get together, I'm going to read it to you and put it on TV for you so that you can hear it there. Okay, you ready to go? Let's start reading. There's the book. It's called The Most Beautiful Song. Once upon a time, a king had a dream. In his dream, he saw a tree, and on that tree sat a bird singing the most beautiful song the king had ever heard. The bird catcher was afraid of... Whoops, I think we missed a page. The next morning, the king called the bird catcher from where the youth sat playing his flute. The king told him, "I had a dream. I saw a tree, and on that tree sat a bird singing the most beautiful song I ever heard. I must hear that song again. Go and catch that bird for me." "Yes, sire," said the bird catcher. "But please, sire, can you tell me what kind of bird it was?" But the king didn't know. "Just go and catch it," he thundered. "I give you 7 days." The bird catcher was afraid of the king's anger, so he took his flute and his net and went into the garden. He hid behind a wall and played the joyful song of the blackbird. When the blackbird left its nest and flew toward the music, he caught it and brought it to the king. The king listened to the blackbird's song. "No," said the king, "that's not the most beautiful song." On the second day, the bird catcher took his flute and his net and went into the fields. He hid behind a hedge and played the sweet song of the lark. When the lark left its nest, he caught it with a net, put it into a cage, and brought it to the king. "No," said the king, "that is not the right song." The bird catcher gave a sigh, but he took his flute and his net and went to the stream. He hid behind a stone and played the song of the golden oriole, and when he had caught the beautiful bird, he put it into a cage and brought it to the king. The king frowned when he heard the oriole sing. "No," said the king, "that is still not the right one." On the fourth day, the bird catcher took his flute and his net and went into the woods. He hid behind a tree and played the pure song of the thrush. When the thrush left its nest, he caught it with a net, put it into a cage, and brought it to the king. "No, no," roared the king. "That is still not the most beautiful song. You are a poor bird catcher indeed. Go and find me the bird I heard in my dream." The bird catcher trembled in fear of the king. But on the fifth day he took his flute and his net, and he went to the edge of the forest. He hid behind a bush and played the song of the wren. And when the wren flew into the air, he caught it and put it into a cage, and brought it to the king. "No, no," said the king, "that's not the right one. If you cannot bring me the bird with the most beautiful song, soon you will be thrown into prison." On the sixth day, the bird catcher took his flute and found his net and went to the park. He hid behind a fountain and played the silvery song of the nightingale. When the nightingale left its nest, he caught it with a net, put it into a cage, and brought it to the king. When the king heard the nightingale sing, he flew into a rage. "No, that is not the one. I give you 1 more day. Bring the bird with the most beautiful song tomorrow, or you will be sorry." The bird catcher didn't know any more bird songs to play, so on the 7th day, he went to the castle with a heavy heart. He did not try to hide, but he took out his flute and played his own song. "This is the last time I will play my own song," he thought, "because now the king will throw me into prison and take away my flute." He played his song more beautifully than he had ever done before. The king, who was having breakfast, put down his knife and fork. "That's it," he cried. "The song I heard in my dream. That's the most beautiful song." He commanded that the bird catcher be brought before him at once. "Where is the bird?" he asked. "It was not a bird," said the bird catcher. "It was my own song." The king was amazed. To show his pleasure, he called for a celebration. The birds that the bird catcher had caged were set free, and the bird catcher too was given his freedom. He went on his way, promising to return once a year, so that the king once again could hear the most beautiful song. And that's the end. Well, I hope you like that book, and when I get time, I'll do another one for us, and I'll put it on TV, and we can get together again, okay? Love you. Bye-bye.